On today's episode of DHN Crypto, we are taking a look at our Elite 8 portfolio for 2023. These are the only coins that I will be buying this year, and I have a very good reason why. So I've been gradually moving into these positions since December. The buy prices are the most recent entry points from my last round of investing, and yeah, you'll notice that BNB has the most weight. That is because I just got a whole coin at 260, which is a bit more than I have in other positions at the moment. All right, I wanted to secure at least one before it got back to 300, and I know there's a lot of heat on them right now from the SEC in the United States and other SECs from other countries around the world. But there's two reasons why I hold on to Binance. As a technology, it is really hard to find something better. Ethereum maybe, but depending on the day, BNB's network activity makes Ethereum look like a small cap coin. Alright? And secondly, there's another level to this securities discussion that is not being talked about. Later in the episode, we're gonna break that down. Even though Cello replaced Algorand, I still believe Algorand has a shot, and it's gonna be because of the securities tokens market. Now for the X's, they currently take up a good 40% of the bag right now. I am in love with my entries for XGC and Stellar. XRP, I could have did a bit better with that one, but with last night's downturn, I shall get my redemption. Now for the bottom four, we have Cello coming in at about 10-11% in the bag, 9.5% going to Energy Web token. VeChain's got a nice 8.3% of the portfolio and a small percentage in IOTA. And the reason is because IOTA is a hard asset to find and secure. So when it comes to my IOTA investments, I'm very cautious. I take my time with that. Now, I also have a little moon bag. I made 2 videos in the same week about render, so I could not go another day without grabbing some of that. RSR, great entry point right there. Been accumulating that since that episode aired, guys. Velo is a token I haven't really talked about yet, but this is a Stellar Lumens ecosystem asset. They are concentrated in the Asian Pacific region, and they have a working relationship with Visa. We will be diving further into that project in the coming weeks. And lastly, we have Globiance, an XDC network asset, mega exchange platform. Right now, the price is so low because the asset isn't even 2 years old. Globiance hasn't even seen its peak yet, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're looking to get into that project, my suggestion would be to go through their native wallet. It's just safest option right there, and you can access it from their Twitter account. So that's my bag. That's what I'm holding in 2023. Let me know your thoughts on that down in the comments. Now, I want to let you know why Cello replaced Algorand. Cello is an asset that I've had my eyes on since 2019, since I got into the crypto space. When we talk about payments, the majority of the conversation is dominated by cross-border applications, XRP, XLM, Quant, so forth and so on. But here's one aspect that people are severely overlooking. It's the device in the middle, and Solana, they got their eyes on this. We're talking about the mobile element here, and one thing that Cello focuses on is mobile adoption for crypto. Their entire tech stack is designed to integrate into all of our mobile phones, ladies and gentlemen. In addition, back in 2021, they joined forces with T-Mobile parent company Dutch Telecom. Dutch Telecom is now an ecosystem validator for Cello, so that means that they're processing transactions. In addition, last year in October, they secured $77 million in funding from big players for regenerative finance. This is finance that centers around renewable energies, the energy sector, but it also will expose you to something called the circular economy. This is an idea that has been around since 2014. It's coming down from the biggest financial bodies in the world, including the World Economic Forum. Don't have time to go deep into it in this video, but I got a couple videos on the subject on the channel, and then if you just take an afternoon and Google the circular economy, it's gonna blow your mind. All right, and then lastly, when you just take a look at Cello's ecosystem as a whole, it has everything that you would want to see in a flourishing project. So right now you can get Cello for about 39 cents. All-time high though was $8.49. So once this market goes back bull and the excitement is all in the air and everybody is glued to their mobile phone, I can expect that number to double easily. I'll make sure to link my most recent video about Cello so that way you can get more information about that project. Now, even though Algorand did get bumped out of the top 8 by Cello, I still believe that Algorand has a very prominent position to fill. Since the start of the year, the SEC has claimed that Algorand was a security. In almost every suit that they have filed, Algorand has been listed. What I find strange though is that Algorand, the foundation, at least to my knowledge, has not come out and said anything against it. They just completely ignored it as far as I'm concerned. And then even with the ISO situation, Stacey Warden came out and said it basically don't make them no difference. They could care less about it. So all of this renegade behavior really has me curious and cautious.
I got a funny feeling, man.
I stumbled upon this PDF this week from the Tokenizer. It's a who's who of securities, tokens, players. There's an entire market for tokenized securities and security tokens, right? I'm emphasizing this because this is what the SEC is trying to label the entire market as. All right, so it may feel like a double-edged sword, but there's something on the other side of that, and I think Algorand is focused on it. Take a look at this right here. June 25th, 2021, Digital Securities, a guide for enterprises and financial institutions. This is Algorand basically letting people know that they build out platforms for digital securities, and if they were ever deemed one, wouldn't bother them because they have the infrastructure in place. Going back to that PDF from the Tokenizer, I learned that the SEC has control of about 20 plus securities token exchanges here in the United States, and some of their custodial providers like Copper have very close relationships to Algorand. In addition, there's another project called Relio, which focuses on private equity funding on the blockchain. Algorand and Stellar Lumens are one of their working partners. And dig this, back in 2020, they secured $250 million in funding to create an institutional-grade securities token platform with the SEC-backed Valentes Technologies. So with everything that I'm studying, it has me excited and, like I said, cautious, because we may be on the horizon of a new opportunity that isn't really being talked about yet. But at the same time, you can't really guarantee what the SEC is going to do. I will be digging further into this subject in the coming weeks, because if the name of the game is to deem these assets as securities, we must be aware that there are already securities exchanges that you don't need to be accredited to be a part of. This market is about to change, guys. So just something I want you to be aware of. All right, so the last thing I got for you guys is the Power 42 DHN Crypto Index. Again, this is the list of projects that have come across my radar since I got into the space, guys. And you can see we got the big names up here: Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, followed by XRP, Cardano, Solana, Litecoin, so forth and so on. This I'll make sure a link to this will be the pinned comment as well in the description, so that way you'll be able to find it easier. And as you can see here, guys, like I said, the fact that there are 20,000 assets in this market, and it can get overwhelming if you're new to the space. Hell, even with being in the market this long, I still get FOMO. Guys, and it can be hard to narrow down your targets. That's the reason why I put this list together. Just simply look at it as a reference point to, to begin. And we got some pretty decent projects on here. And what you'll find out is that they encompass all sectors. And this is the information that Messari gives us. That's why I love Messari, guys. And you can see it covers currency, smart contract platforms, scaling solutions, lending platforms, VR and AR, gaming, IoT, payment platforms, content creation and distribution, artificial intelligence. Look, I'm trying to put you on the right path. Okay, these crypto technologies, they represent something that we have not seen the full benefit of quite yet. All right, let this be a guide for you. Again, the link to the new Power 42 will be in the description, guys. And then something else too, I actually added a couple more statistics because Messari has updated since I was able to access this last. But we have inflation data. Current inflation rate for a project. And something that was slightly concerning is projects like XRP at 20% here and Hedera at 28.4%. That means that there's going to be a stronger chance that price will take longer to get to where you want it to be because they're still getting rid of their supply. So, great piece of information, great tool, great resource for you to take advantage of. Now, this time with the Power 42, we're going to do things a bit different. You see, the beautiful part about it is we can add to this list. I only picked the number 42 for, spiritual reasons. It's the meaning of life. We can add to this list, and that means that now, as a community, we have an index of crypto projects that we can refer to when we're looking to make our next investment. So, let's start filling this list out. Get down in the comments. Let me know which tokens you think I should add to it. You can either drop a comment, shoot me an email, and we'll fill this thing out. Again, my point is to just create a point of reference for new crypto investors because I remember, you first time you go to CoinMarketCap and you see 20,000 cryptos, it'll probably make you X the screen out. I understand. That is the Elite 8 update, the only coins that I will be buying this year. All right? If you found value in that, you know exactly what to do. Hit that like, subscribe, ring that notification bell so that way you don't miss the next one. And as always, my name is Wade Teamer. Have a great day. Have a prosperous day. And most importantly, tell your friends that if the money is digital, so is the hustle. I'll see y'all in the next episode.